Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our very first special broadcast of the year, where I have my boy Ant with me, who is usually here to talk boxing, usually here for the Lights Out podcast. But we are just a mere hours away from WrestleMania, and we are bringing you our predictions, our thoughts, and everything you need to know before going into WrestleMania this year. Ultimately, I want to do this for WrestleMania. I want to do this for SummerSlam, and I want to do this for All In, AEW All In. Those are the three big wrestling shows that I think deserve the special preview, predictions, everything you need to know. All right. WrestleMania and SummerSlam are the only two-night events that WWE puts on, and they're also original pay-per-views. And AEW All In is their big yearly show. They have one big show a year, and that's the one. And I think covering both brands, both promotions will be fantastic. Wrestling has just a beautiful ecosystem right now. I know it's not perfect. I know there are imperfections in the world of professional wrestling, but ultimately, we have to admit WrestleMania and pro wrestling, WWE, is the best it's ever been. You know, the best it's ever been within the last 20 years, at least. Okay. I'm not even going to compare it to the golden era of the 80s or the Hogan era or what have you, or the Attitude Era. Right. I just think we tend to forget how good the state of wrestling is right now. We are spoiled hand over fist. And I don't think we're used to it yet. Right. Anywho, I just want to ask you, Ant, being a little over 24 hours away from WrestleMania at the time of this recording, what are your excitement levels at? How are you feeling? In
I'm
24 hours, we will be watching WrestleMania. How does that make you feel?
God, man. It's I'm pretty excited for Mania. I mean, it's WrestleMania, right? I mean, I think it'll. I mean, the build up has been odd to say the least. I mean, it's been very hit or miss. But I mean, as long as the if I mean, history has shown us that we could have a really bad build, but we could still have a really good WrestleMania. I mean, look at WrestleMania 31. um, but I think like my excitement level is like at like an 8, I would say. I mean, I think there's certain matchups I'm looking forward to. I'm actually looking forward more to night 2 than night 1, but I think I think um I think this WrestleMania will be something special, but I mean, we'll have to really wait and see. But I think but my excitement level is definitely at a pretty good level. I mean, we're like you said, we're at a good spot in wrestling. We're in a we're not in like 2019 anymore, like in the dog days. We're actually like doing pretty good in terms of like wrestling, like, and it doesn't matter the company either, like WWE, AEW, but going back to, but getting to my point basically is, yeah, I mean, this is gonna be this is gonna be a fun time, man. I think this WrestleMania will be interesting. My excitement level is pretty good, pretty
I
high.
would say I feel the same way, honestly. I would say I'm between a 7 and an 8. And honestly, I would be at a 9, if not higher, if I didn't have the Pat McAfee shit hanging over my head.
Oh yeah.
Like that to me is a serious blunder. I know you're eager, you're chomping at the bit to give your take on this. So I'm gonna just let you give your take. What do you think, man? Because this is I don't think there's really any other negative things to say about the build to WrestleMania. Every match is exciting and fantastic and has something going. So and has a reason to exist for the most part, right? Like everything is fine and everything was fine really until the Pat McAfee heel turn, in my opinion. That was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. I feel like I've been a very positive WWE fan. People hated the Cody Rhodes John Cena main event last year. I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't hate it. Did I love it? Was it perfect? No, definitely not. But I didn't hate it the way other people did. Like, I enjoyed the John Cena heel turn more than I should have, probably. And I enjoyed their rematch at SummerSlam, right? That's like probably one of my favorite Cena matches of all time. Maybe I have some recency bias. But ultimately, the Brock Lesnar return, I think, affected me. I think the Saudi Rumble really gave me the ick in ways I wasn't expecting it to. If you've been listening to my shows, then you understand that. And ultimately, this Pat McAfee thing was like 3 strikes and you're out for me. I'm pretty upset with some of the nonsense that has arisen. Right, we had entered a golden era. We had literally entered a golden era from 2002 to 2020, or I'm sorry, from 2022 to 2024. Right. And then just to see the marginal silly things that are taking us out of that golden era, it's like, dude, those don't need to exist. We can be in a golden era, and I bet you those WrestleMania tickets would be selling, right? So it's interesting. I am excited for every single match except the Cody Rhodes match. And I happen to be a big fan of Cody Rhodes, to be honest with you. Huge fan. And Randy Orton. I mean, who's not a big fan of Randy Orton?
Of course.
I just think when it comes down to the night one main event, I'm going to be pissed off. It's going to rub me the wrong way that they ruined it. And it's going to remind me of that in the match. Hopefully not. I have my theories. I have my speculations. SmackDown hasn't happened yet. But yeah, I
And that
really think the Pat McAfee thing is negatively hurting my perception of the current state of WWE,
and I
even though the current state of WWE is really good and I enjoy a lot of it.
Yeah, and I think I will agree with you on that, man. Like I think the Pat McAfee thing rubbed me the wrong way, and there's this like fear of like the unknown, right? We don't know how the match is going to end. We don't know if Pat will get involved because remember, of course, last year everybody's still traumatized over the whole Travis Scott thing. Like we don't know how it's going to go, and I think that's what sucks. And I think this has TKO's fingerprints all over, it, man. Like no doubt about it. Like obviously, if you read the for those who read the sheets or like who read like the rumors, like apparently Pat didn't want to do it, but TKO basically told him to do it. So he did it, and that's what killed it, man. For me, I think having him turn heel and then throwing Jelly Roll in there, and then all this crap. Like I was really telling some, and me and you have talked about the Brock Lesnar thing too, like outside of the show, and like of course the Saudi Rumble. Like we've talked about that, like me and you, like off air, and yeah, and I will agree with you, man. Like this, it's been a very weird like year to be a WWE fan because and I mean it's we're in a very weird spot, I think, man. Like I think the Pat McAfee the whole situation basically just kind of killed like my excitement for the match because you had 20 years of story. You had 20 years of full story, like going back to when Cody started, and then of course you had Evolution with DiBiase Jr. and then all this other stuff, man. Like they had it right in their hands and they fumbled it at the 1 yard line. Like it sucks because this is the storyline that everybody's been wanting to see since Cody came back, and also it doesn't help that Randy was just basically staring at the title like when he was helping Cody too, and like that was went on for way too long. Like this heel turn should have happened maybe I argue a year ago maybe. Like I don't know, man. I think this just has TKO's fingerprints all over it, and I think that's what sucks is that we're getting stuff that we didn't ask for. It sucks.
Yeah, it's almost funny because I was totally fine with Roman and Punk being the night 2 main event. That's the match that they built to very early on, so it just made poetic sense. And then they went ahead and established Cody versus Randy at the Elimination Chamber opposed to the Royal Rumble. And obviously the story is Cody versus Randy, which makes it even more stupid that they did this, because Cody versus Randy is the story, not Cody versus Roman, although that'll probably be the one that everyone remembers. Not Cody versus Cena, the one story. You built up Cody Rhodes for years. The one story for him, his main story, is Randy Orton. And you have been doing a great job building Cody Rhodes. He's a freaking star right now. Has it been perfect? No, but it's been excellent. It's been awesome. And you fuck it up. You fuck it up. This is, you know, it was worth missing out on Roman versus The Rock because we were getting Cody finishing the story. And Cody has been the guy, obviously. And we were cool with him having a night 1 main event, was my original point. But you don't have to squander the story just because it's a night 1 main event. You could treat the night 1 main event like it's a night 2 main event. And then we'd be on here saying which main event is going to be better. Like, what are you doing? Just because it's the night 1 main event doesn't mean you have this wiggle room to insert Pat McAfee and fuck up the story. Like, that is, yeah, fumbling at the 1 yard line is an understatement. They fumbled in the end zone and it was a touchback with the fucking team's defense running out on the field.
Yep. It's bad, bro. Like, it's, and then adding Jelly Roll into the mix, like I understand like celebrities have been a huge part of WrestleMania since the very start, but it's so unnecessary, man. Like, I mean, you said it yourself, like we've been building up and building up and building up, and this is the story to make, and you fuck it up, and now you insert these characters that don't need to be in the story. Like you said, like Cody and Randy is a big match in itself. Like, it can sell tickets, it can sell the pay-per-view. Like, and you're right, dude.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I thought it was bold and plenty that they turned Randy heel for this, because they
Yeah.
could have left Randy as a babyface and done face versus face, mentor versus master, and that would have been cool in itself. I thought that was plenty, but no, you feel like you have to insert more into the story? Like, there doesn't need to be this progression. I don't understand. We got not Cody. We got Roman and Punk on the mic for months leading up to this show. Was there progression though? Like, not really. Just unique insults back and forth for months. Like, you don't need to flip the whole damn thing on its head 2 times over. I'm sorry. I'll let you talk. I'm getting pissed off. I got to chill out. There hasn't been something to actually upset me in wrestling like this for years. For years. For a very long time. I've been, positive. I know that everything we see on either program, WWE or AEW, isn't perfect, but nothing has taken me out of it like the Pat McAfee shit has.
Uh, can you? Oh, never mind. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, you're good.
All right, cool. All right, yeah. We're having some technical difficulties, but anyways, yeah, man. Like, going back to what I've been saying, like you have 20 years of buildup, and you basically fuck it up, man. I mean, that's kind of the point we're getting at here. And then I kind of heard like a little bit of what you said about like how like storylines on both sides are kind of like meh. Like, I can agree with you on that, because I mean there's certain storylines that like even AEW does it. I'm like, meh, do we need this? Like, but I mean,
Yeah, I have my concerns and I have my critiques about the products of both companies week in and
yeah,
week out. But ultimately, the issues with wrestling haven't really taken me out of it in years to where I just say, what the hell is going on right now?
I haven't watched
I,
SmackDown in a long time, dude.
yeah, I mean they're reverting that show back to a 2-hour show, so that's very smart on their part. I think they put it to 3 hours. We said it was gonna deteriorate the quality of the show. It did, and now they're going back to 2 hours. So I think we're gonna be fine. I just think WWE and TKO really got to learn from this because this is a big freaking mistake, and it's gonna take a lot of shit to build Cody back up to that pure babyface that he was. Because it does something to you when you ride good momentum for several years in wrestling, right? It did something to Roman. It did something to Cody. It did something to Randy more than a couple of times, and that's why he's a legend, right? So
And
yeah,
before we pivot into the next match, I I the problem is with this thing is that, and like you and like we're I'm gonna go back to your point about how you said they could have been face versus face. Like the problem with heel Randy is that they don't want to boo him. Like this isn't 2009 Randy Orton. He's not doing the diabolical things that he did in 2009. Like he isn't like going like ape shit and all that. Like he isn't bringing like the Viper's there, but it's not the 2009 or like the heel Randy Orton that we've come to know. And the fans just, I don't know if it's just because they're tired of Cody or what, man. But like I just think that that's probably why maybe the heel turn shouldn't. Maybe they shouldn't have done the heel turn because the fans don't want to boo Randy. Like I think maybe they should have done face versus face, dude.
yeah, that's a genuine critique, but like at the end of the day, that's not something that's gonna take me out of it. You know what I mean? Like that's something I'm just like, yeah, you're right, but you can make Randy a heel. Yeah, but to your point in saying that, yeah, they haven't done much to make me feel like it's 2009, and that's what they got to do with Randy Orton because those were peak times, and they have they have everything they need to bring it back, to make it feel similar and unique in its own way, the way you should do it. They have the tools, and they want to play around and bullshit instead. Well, TKO wants to mess with that match and that story. All right, let's get into these predictions. We're beating a dead horse at this point, and that's my fault. I just haven't been this frustrated about a creative booking decision in a long time.
I don't
In a
think
long time.
any of us
Like the
have.
other two gripes had nothing to do with creative. The Saudi Rumble doesn't have anything to do with creative. You could have a good creative in a show in Saudi Arabia, of course, right? And then the first thing was Brock Lesnar returning. That's not really I mean, you can technically say that's a creative categoric thing, but the way that it bothered me was more like, oh, they're willing to bring this person back, even though he's used as a piece of evidence in a very horrible case. I'll leave it at that. Anywho, let's get into WrestleMania here. Let's not scare away the newbies, because it is a good time to be a fan, for sure. It is a good time to be a fan. All right. Whether you're a WWE fan, an AEW fan, or both, or whatever you watch, it's a good ecosystem. Wrestling is very in right now. Let's start with night one, though, and what will be the first match of WrestleMania. Don't quote me on that, but it is first on my list here. We have The Vision, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and new member I Show Speed taking on the Usos and L.A. Knight in a 6-man tag team match. How do you feel about this match? I have been enjoying it, actually. I like seeing I Show Speed on Raw. I think he's somebody that understands his role. He understands how to do physical comedy, and he understands how to play his part. Say what you want about Logan Paul. He's fantastic. Austin Theory's fantastic. What's left of the Vision
Shit.
is fantastic. And then the Usos, are legends at this point. Jimmy and Jay Uso, and then L.A. Knight, who's fantastic as well. Can't say enough good things about L.A. Knight. These are some stars that know what they're doing and will do a fantastic job opening up WrestleMania. So who do you got? What do you think?
It's gonna be interesting, man. I mean, you kind of hit the nail on the head. I think that I mean, I'm not I Showed Speed's target audience. I mean, he's from my generation, but I will say this, man. I respect that he's coming in and he's like gonna try to he's gonna have a match, man. I mean, who knows how he'll do, man. I mean, I think this match could be interesting, and I like. I mean, I don't like Logan Paul like outside the ring, but inside the ring, I have to give him my respects, man. He's definitely proven that he can actually work. And of course, Austin Theory, super in my opinion, he's super underrated. Hopefully, he'll become a champion, but wait and see. But I mean, and Usos go. I mean, obviously one of the greatest tag teams of all time. But let me actually get to my point here. I'm gonna go with. This is hard because I like LA Knight. I like LA Knight and the Usos, but I feel like that they're gonna want to put the new guy over. I think they're gonna want to. I think I'm gonna go with the Vision. Honestly, I think the Usos can maybe afford this loss, and it pains me to say it because I love LA Knight, but I think they might come up short, man. I'm going the Vision.
All right, all right. Going against you here, I'll be taking the Usos and LA Knight. All right. But potentially
All right,
by way of I Show Speed turning face during the match.
that'd be
That's my
cool.
pick. I think that'll be a fun story beat. And let's move on.
Let's do it.
We have a total of 7 matches on night 1, 6 matches on night 2. So we've got a solid card here. It's not like they're giving us 5 matches night 1, 5 matches night 2. They're giving us quality matches. This next match is going to be utterly insane. A lot of us were upset when Drew McIntyre lost the WWE Championship back to Cody Rhodes, meaning Drew McIntyre would not be walking into this year's WrestleMania with the undisputed WWE Championship. But ultimately, here we have a big money match for Drew against Jacob Fatu in an unsanctioned match. And I got to tell you, I couldn't be more excited for a match. I couldn't be more excited for a match. When this match comes on the TV, I am sitting my ass down and not blinking because it's going to be a very entertaining show. What are your thoughts and who do you got?
Oh man, dude, I love unsanctioned matches, man. Those are I mean, I have so many favorite match styles, but unsanctioned is definitely one of them, dude. And this will definitely be violence personified. You got Jacob Fatu, who's notorious for Jacob Fatu is known for his he's like a wild man. That's basically the best way to put him. He's like you said, all gas, no bricks. And then of course you got Drew McIntyre, who's I'd argue one of the most sadistic wrestlers in WWE right now. And I love his character work, and he's just amazing. I'm gonna take Jacob Fatu, man. I think I really want Drew McIntyre to win, man, but I just think Jacob Fatu might be too much. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm taking Jacob Fatu, man. I expect violence though. This is gonna be violence personified.
Once again, I side against. I am taking Drew McIntyre. I think he needs a win. I think he has been used to build up CM Punk, used to build Cody Rhodes in a weird way. They tried. It was cool that he won the title. How he won the title, I thought was lame, And when he was champion, I thought the character that they made him out to be was whack. Like it's just abundantly clear that WWE doesn't want to use one of their biggest stars in Drew McIntyre the way they should be using him, the way that would benefit their product. So I think they give Drew the win here. I think they got to keep him happy and hope that he sticks around because he would be a genuine attraction as Drew Galloway on the other side over there in AEW. So that's why I have Drew McIntyre, but I'm very excited. And if Jacob Fatu wins, I'll be fine with it, really, because Jacob Fatu is going to be a huge star and they are slowly taking their time with that. But the time will come for sure. I think they'll have a Roman Fatu match, and that's when the passing of the torch will take place. Whenever, a couple of years within the next 3 years. Um, Third match of night one is going to be for the Women's World Championship as Liv Morgan takes on the champion Stephanie Vaquer. Very exciting here. They've been building to this. Liv Morgan has been on a rampage, just accumulating momentum. Stephanie Vaquer has taken the Women's World Championship, something that WWE has recently blundered with the likes of Io Sky and just I don't know. Naomi had to relinquish the title, right? Because she, yeah. And I think Stephanie Vaquer of the last three champions is the one that has been putting the good work in and making that title mean something again. And I think this is time. I think it's time for Liv Morgan to win the belt here, man. I think it's time. What are your thoughts? I got Liv.
Man, this is tough for me because I like both. I love both of them, but yeah, I mean, you kind of said it yourself, man. Like Liv's been on a rampage, and of course, well, we also can't take away Stephanie either, man. Like she's been doing pretty good, like as champion. Like I mean, she's defended the title, and she's always been like a fighting champion. Even if you go back to like her CMLL days or NJPW days, she's always been a fighting champion. That's the one thing that drew me in to her. She's always been like a damn good wrestler and a damn good like. She's always defended the titles, and she's. I think this is gonna be a hard fought match, and I'm gonna agree with you, man. I'm taking Liv. I think Liv. I mean, Stephanie will get it back, of course, but I'm going Liv, man. I think Liv will take it.
Yeah, they can definitely have 2 to 3 matches this year and end up giving it back to Stephanie. But yeah, good choice. And then we have the Women's Intercontinental Championship on the line as AJ Lee takes on former champion Becky Lynch. And I gotta say, I got the man Becky Lynch here. I am a big Becky Lynch fan. I think the brief stint with AJ Lee has been fantastic. I don't know if she'll stick around. I hope she sticks around. I'm sure she'll stick around to some capacity. Like we'll see her at SummerSlam this year as well, or something like that. Um, and it's been great to see her win the Women's Intercontinental Championship, right? Like you think of what the Intercontinental Championship means in its history. Obviously, it was a men's title for decades, and that kind of gave it its prestige. And then they made the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Lyra Valkyria did a fantastic job with it, and Becky Lynch has been doing a fantastic job with it. And now you have a true pioneer of women's wrestling in AJ Lee holding the women's IC title. So I'm looking forward to this match being just excellent. Like I'm just excited for the women's IC title match as I am for the women's world championship match. And both matches are going to be excellent, right? Just really shows the range and allows WWE to flex their muscles in terms of talent in the women's division. Who do you got here?
God, this one's another tough one, dude. I mean, AJ Lee's been doing really well for herself with that title, but and of course she's 3-0 against Becky, so it's gonna be interesting to see how this one plays out. Will she go 4-0 or will it be 3-1? I'm taking Becky, man. I think Becky might actually somehow she might pull something off. Somehow.
All right. Match number 5 here is another women's match. We are going to showcase women's wrestling at a high level at WrestleMania Night 1, apparently, and that's a great choice, really. It really is. This is another fun match that is coming up. I'm looking at the 3 women's matches that will be on Night 1 of WrestleMania, and these are some of the most exciting matches, for real, for real. As we have a fatal 4-way tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. The champions, the Irresistible Forces, Nia Jax and Lash Legend, will be defending against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Bayley and Lyra Valkyria is another team. And then the Bella Twins are also in this match. Too easy. I got the Bella Twins. There's no way that they don't give the Bella Twins this Vegas moment. Say what you want about the Bella Twins. I understand. But the Bella Twins are also pioneers in the current state of the WWE women's division. All right. We didn't even call them the women of WWE. for a while. We called them the Divas. Okay, when they were the Divas, AJ Lee and the Bella Twins were the top women of that division. They were pioneers. They walked so the women of WWE can run, and the women of wrestling on a global scale by default can also run. So I think the Bella Twins will get the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship at WrestleMania Night 1 for sure. I think it's going to be a fantastic moment, and I'm excited to see it. What are your thoughts?
This is, yeah, so many good teams here, dude. So many good options for this. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I don't know, man. This is a tough one to pick. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I think I'm gonna. I agree on everything that you said about like the. Yeah, and I agree. I agree with you on the Bella Twins, man. I think that there's no doubt that they pioneered and the revolution. I mean, there's no question. However, I'm going to disagree with you on your pick, man. I'm taking Bailey and Lyra, and let me say why. Full circle, because obviously last year Bailey wasn't a part of WrestleMania, so I and during that tag match with Becky, so I think we're getting a full circle moment here, dude. I think Bailey and Lyra are gonna be champions. So we're gonna disagree again.
That's what makes it fun. That's what makes
It
it fun.
does, man.
Um, I think Bailey and Lyra will be a fantastic choice as well. That was definitely my initial pick, but honestly, on the fly, I was like, dude, there's no way they don't give the Bella Twins a Vegas WrestleMania moment. Like, whether or not they should or shouldn't, or you want that to happen or not, is removed from the fact that they should just do that, right? Um, and then we get to our co-main of night 1 here. And listen, this match here kind of came up on us out of nowhere, but ultimately, this can be a Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle situation. Like, this can be something special here. This can be something that people remember for years and years to come. This could be a showstopper. Seth Rollins versus Gunther. Two guys that have just been built, and built. Didn't exactly have their stories work out for them this year, right? Seth Rollins had a trajectory to have a match with Braun Breaker, potentially for the World Heavyweight Championship, we speculated at the time. And Gunther, I don't know what they had planned for Gunther, but it seems that they kind of, pumped the brakes on Gunther retiring people a little bit. And now here we are with a big money match, Seth Rollins and Gunther. Obviously, it's not like they've been building to this match for months or anything. There's nothing really huge in terms of story going into this match. It's just these guys want to fight. And these are fantastic wrestlers, and this could absolutely be a showstopper. I gotta think, even though I'm a big Seth Rollins guy, I gotta think the win goes to Gunther here, because Seth Rollins just turned face after turning heel very recently. Seth Rollins turned heel at last year's WrestleMania, but ultimately an injury kind of put those storylines at a screeching halt. So they went ahead and turned him face, and he does have a story in destroying the Vision. But yeah, I think this match has everything it needs to put Seth Rollins and Gunther on the right course. And I think the win goes to Gunther here, who recently retired John Cena. Forced Cena to tap out, right? That's supposed to mean something. So, yeah, I think Rollins is in a place where he can take a big loss. And I think Gunther is in a place where he has to get a big win here.
So to answer your question on what the original plans for Gunther originally were, I believe he was supposed to retire Rey Mysterio, but I think that got scrapped because obviously Rey got hurt and now he's back, and then they kind of so and so. But I will give WWE credit. They took two bad situations and somehow made a lemons out of eliminated. I don't fucking know how to say it. Shit, but they took two bad situations and basically made them work. Is what I'm trying to get at. And I agree with you, man. I think Seth can take this loss. I think, man. I think I'm going Gunther, man. I think this could be a really like a classic, like you said, like Sean and Kurt, man. I think this could be a good match. I mean, this could be a match of the night, even. But we'll have to wait and see, of course. But I'm taking Gunther. I think Seth can afford this loss as well. So I'll agree with you.
I really want this to be match of the night. The fan in me is rooting for Rollins in this big match, this fun match with two huge superstars. Um, but ultimately, yeah, I really this there's no reason this shouldn't be match of the night. Let's put it this way. I think Rollins and Gunther really have to make a statement here. When everybody's looking at Cody and Randy, when everyone's looking at Roman and Punk, say we are the guys. We are the guys that are here. We are the guys that have had success and haven't let it change us. This is going to be a good match. And then we get into the main event, right? The one we spent the first 20 minutes talking about. The main event of night one is Cody Rhodes defending the undisputed WWE Championship against Randy Orton. And if Orton loses, Pat McAfee will leave the wrestling industry permanently. That's the stipulation. If Orton loses, Pat McAfee leaves the industry.
What a weird stipulation.
God.
Oh my god,
Oh
bro.
my gosh. I genuinely though, like, who is going to win this match? Is Pat McAfee walking away from the wrestling industry forever and they saw that as a big enough moment to fuck with Cody and Randy's story? Or is Cody just going to retain and then we'll just figure something out? Let me say this. Let me say this. Again, SmackDown hasn't happened yet. I think what you do is this. On SmackDown, Randy Orton punts Pat McAfee in the head. It goes into WrestleMania solo. Think that's what you do. I think you have to do that, honestly. It's stupid, I know, but I think it's what you have to do. If you don't do that, my second option, plan B, is to have Randy and Cody stare each other down in the middle of the ring at the main event of WrestleMania Night 1 this year. And then Randy Orton shall poke Cody Rhodes in the chest with the finger poke of doom and get the 3 count. And you create the new legacy with Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Pat McAfee. And you have them run amok in the main roster. Then all this shit would be worth it. I could live with that. Those are your 2 options. And if you're not doing that, then fuck you. From the bottom of my heart. Nonetheless, Ant, who you got?
Oh my god, bro. We're going NWO. We're doing the finger poke. We're redoing the finger poke of doom now. God, man. This is. I mean, I'd honestly rather prefer the first option, but going back to the point at hand here, I gotta go. I gotta go, Randy, dude. Randy. I think Randy needs this more than Cody does. I mean, I love again, and this is coming from a big Cody guy. I love Cody. He's awesome, but we got to get that 15 title, man. If not now, then when? If not now, then when? Like if you're gonna do it, now's the right time.
Yeah, Randy. They got to do Randy. That just makes sense. That's yeah. Cody will be fine. They got to do Randy. Plus, Cody already got 1 win over Randy last year for King of the Ring. So, Randy, I'll be with you there. Let's jump to night 2. Night 2 has 6 matches, and I think the matches that have been chosen for night 2 are going to give us a classic card here. This is going to be excellent. Our first match is going to be Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. I think it's been an enjoyable build, barring Brock Lesnar's mere presence in WWE in 2026, knowing what we know. I have enjoyed this build, and I got Obafemi all the freaking way. There's no way it's not Obafemi. This might even be Brock's last match. I don't think so. Like, I'm not like, that's a guarantee. I'm like, it's possible. He just takes his boots off and leave them there. Like, that's very possible.
Nah.
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 No.
I think he retires. I think he retires at SummerSlam, dude. I obviously because it's gonna be in Minnesota, so it only makes sense for him
Oh,
to
that's right. Yeah. I
for
didn't know.
his last
I
match.
forgot SummerSlam was going to be in Minneapolis. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
Oh,
But yeah, I got Obi all the way. You got Obi? Oba?
I got Obi. I got Obi, dude. Absolutely. This build has
That's
been.
my friend's name is Obi. Yeah, I got Oba.
Yeah, I got
Obi-Wan Fenobi.
Obi-Wan Fenobi. I'm gonna start calling Obafemi that now. Thanks,
Obi-Wan
buddy.
Fenobi.
Obi-Wan Fenobi. That's great. But yeah, let me. This build has been low key fun, bro. I like that Brock. Like they're willing to brawl like all over, and I think this will be a fight. This will be as advertised, man. I think this build has been really good. Like I like that Brock is putting over Oba and he's making him look good. And I think it's gonna repeat. I think Oba's gonna win, dude. I think Obi-Wan Fenobi's gonna win, dude. It's bound to happen. Has to.
Yeah, I agree 100%. The second match on night 2 will be a 6-man ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. And this is the type of stuff that gets my blood going. All right. Penta, the Intercontinental Champion, will be in a 6-man ladder match against Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, Rusev, and Rey Mysterio. My goodness, man. There's a lot to pick here, right? There's a lot of ways you can go. You can have Penta retain. You could have Javon Evans win it. But I got a weird pick. You can even have Dragon Lee win it. I would say you can have any of these guys win it.
Yeah.
When you deeply think about it. But I'm probably going to pick the darkest of dark horses in this match. I am picking JD McDonough. I think that they want to do something with JD McDonough. I think they want Finn Balor to have a program with JD McDonough after he's had finished with his program with Dominic Mysterio, because they know it's smart and they know it'll naturally be a fantastic match. And when Balor gets old, JD McDonough can kind of fill that void that Balor's going to leave on the main roster. So I think you take this opportunity and you make JD McDonough the Intercontinental Champion. That's a crazy hot take, but I'm sticking with it. I want to know who your pick is, though.
That's a huge freaking dark horse, man. Yeah, it's a dude, huge dark horse, man. That's a really bold pick too. I'm gonna play it safe, man. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm taking Javon Evans, dude. I think that kid's a star, man. That kid is something special, man. I think he will. I love Penta. There's so many good. The problem is with this ladder match. There's so many good. There's so many good talent on this. It's like literally like an all-star matchup, man. Like there's like you have a real. This lineup is stacked. But I'm gonna play it safe, man. We're gonna disagree again. I'm taking Javon.
All right. When I think WrestleMania ladder matches, I think the last good one I thought about was from WrestleMania 32. Correct me if I'm wrong. WrestleMania 32 had a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. It had like Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Zack Ryder won it at the time. The Miz. I think it had Sin Cara. This can easily be the greatest multi-man ladder match ever. Ever. Let me read those names one more time. Rey Mysterio, Rusev, JD McDonough, Dragon Lee, Javon Evans, and Penta. That is a stacked lineup, right? Like, I think Penta and Javon Evans are probably the favorites. But this is going to be a fun match, and I'm sticking with my dark horse, JD McDonough. All right.
I'm taking. Yeah,
We'll see what happens.
that's a fair pick, man. I mean, that's a really bold pick, man. I mean, but I think this will be definitely a highlight that we'll be looking at in a few years, and we'll be going, damn, that was badass. I expect nothing, but pure chaos, man. But I'm sticking with Javon Evans, man. I think that kid's the future. I think he'd make a great IC champion, but we'll have to see, man.
Yeah, I would be very happy to see Javon Evans win. I would be very happy to see literally anybody win. Let's get into the third match of night 2 as we have Jade Cargill defending the WWE Women's Championship against this year's Women's Royal Rumble winner, Rhea Ripley. I'm excited for this match. I think Rhea Ripley can, at this point in her career, hold Jade Cargill to a good match. I really do think that can take place and will take place here at WrestleMania. I have Rhea Ripley winning the title, though. I'd be shocked if they gave Jade the win. I wouldn't be too shocked, actually. Now that I think about it a second time, I wouldn't be too shocked. But I don't see why you don't put it on Rhea Ripley right now. I think the time is now. I think you just do it. Rhea Ripley. Who you got, man?
I agree with you, man. I think the time is absolutely right now. Pull the trigger, give it to Rhea, and let her shine with it, man. I think this build has been definitely weird, but we won't get into that because we'll be here for hours. But yeah, I'm taking Rhea, dude. I think Rhea. I think this will be an interesting matchup. I mean, it'll be I don't want to say it'll be like I'm gonna say back and forth a little bit because I think it will be. But I mean, I'm still taking Rhea, dude. I think Rhea's gonna take it. It's got to be now, man. Time is now, like you said.
Yep. And then we get to our fourth match of night 2. Again, only 6 matches on night 2. We have Sami Zayn defending the United States Championship against Trick Williams, who will have Lil Yachty in his corner. I've enjoyed seeing Lil Yachty roll with Trick Williams. I think that just makes sense, right? Like, that's a great use of Lil Yachty in WWE, just have him roll with Trick. I think we've been building Trick steadily ever since he came on the main roster. And I think it's time for Trick Willie to get that United States Championship. Is it at the unfortunate expense of Sami Zayn? Yes, but Sami Zayn has had his moments and will continue to have great moments. He'll be fine if he takes a loss to Trick Williams right here. I got Trick, even though I love Sami. Sami is a generational wrestler, for sure. He is the modern-day Bret Hart, in my opinion. But I got Trick. I got Trick on WrestleMania this year. Who you got?
I'm taking the lemon pepper steppers, man. I'm taking Trick Willie all day. You have to, yeah. Again, I'm gonna say like how we did with Rhea. Time is now. It's this is the perfect time to make Williams the champion, man. This is gonna. I think I like Sammy, man, but I think his time is up, man. It's you got to take Trick. You got to put Trick. You got to make Trick Williams look good. You got to make him a star, and he is a star. I'm taking Trick Willie though, man.
Yeah, man, that'll be a great match for sure. I think Sami Zayn and Trick Williams is like the Seth Rollins and Gunther of night 2. And then the co-main event of night 2 is going to be a singles match with a lot of story, a singles match that we have built up to that is years in the making, as the Demon Finn Balor will take on Dominic Mysterio. Man, so many ways you can go with this. This is definitely their first encounter, and it will not be their last. I guarantee they'll have at least 3 matches this year. Part of me wants to see this match in the Cell. I know they did the Cell with Edge and Finn Balor at WrestleMania 39, in which I was blessed to be in attendance for. That's actually where I met 1975 wrestling fan, Famous B, our good friend. But ultimately, I can't who you got, man. I don't know who I got, honestly, but this is definitely a match that I'm starting to get excited for. I'm starting to, yeah, I was reluctant to get excited about it for some reason, but I'm starting to get excited about it.
This
Who
is
you
a this is a coin toss, man. Because on one side you have Dominic, who's obviously the ultimate heel. Everybody pretty much hates him, and then of course you have the Demon. But and obviously the Demon's taken losses before Roman and Edge, of course, and obviously the Edge one we can debate. We can have our opinions on that one, but I'm taking the Demon, dude. I'm going all in on the Demon, dude. He has to get some sort of redemption on the Judgment Day, and the Demon has to get it done, man. Because if not, then because who knows, this may be the last time we ever see the Demon.
I
Man,
would love that, man. I would love that. I would love to see the Demon get a win here, but man, like the Demon has taken
you
two
have to, man.
losses on the main roster, right? The first one against Roman, which was interesting to say the least. Definitely poorly, just silly. And
Yeah.
then the second one, in my opinion, was straight bullshit. Having him lose to Edge. Edge is Adam Copeland in AEW now. Look how well that freaking worked out. Goodness
Yep.
gracious. Like, what do you negative? I'm sorry, I'm being negative.
Now you're good.
Anywho.
I mean, like I said, man, we can debate on who is the rightful winner of that, but to save time and to not like just save some time and like not like get too much into the weeds here. Like we can talk about that another day. But I mean,
Yeah.
I think the Demon needs this more than Dominic, dude. I think I was the two losses really I think hurt a little bit of the Demon's like I would say his aura, but also like his credibility too, man. Like
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
you have to put the Demon has to win, man. No doubt about it in my mind. Demon has to win.
Yeah. You're right. What am I saying? Demon. All right. Now we get to the main event of WrestleMania, the main event of night two. All right. This is a fun one. I think I know who you're picking, but I just want to say, like, the way that they have built up to this main event is probably the way of the future of WWE because this has been years in the making. CM Punk came back to WWE in 2023 and immediately called out Roman Reigns. Already had problems with Seth Rollins. They made that very clear. But they have taken their time in building this match up, and this WrestleMania is the time for the highly anticipated match of CM Punk and Roman Reigns. And I think they've handled the booking of both wrestlers really well. This is one of the first times that the World Heavyweight Championship takes main event precedent over the undisputed WWE Championship. And I think it's rightfully so. I think it's fun. I think it's a battle for the ages. CM Punk and Roman Reigns. And these guys, I said this story was years in the making. This story might have at least a decade of time onto it because the Shield, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, John Moxley, formerly known as Dean Ambrose, were originally brought into the main roster of WWE around 2012 as a shield for the WWE champion, who was CM Punk at the time, right? So this is a story that has just as much on it as Cody and Randy does. And obviously they've went and made a huge blunder with Cody and Randy, but there are no blunders here in the true main event of WrestleMania, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. Who you got, and does this match get you hype?
This is the match I'm looking forward to the most, man. Absolutely. Like as soon as this match was made official, I was like, let's go. We're off to the races, man. And the promos these guys have had have been really, really like insane. Like it's almost like I can't believe they're saying this. And this is what actually I'm actually gonna say this, and this is gonna be surprising. this is what kept me tuned into Raw every single week, dude. Just because I wanted to hear what these two buffoons had to say. Like, I was like, I'm like, dude, like, I don't care. I mean, I don't want to say I don't care, but like, I just want to see what these guys have to say, man. I want to hear what these guys are gonna say to each other. And they've said some crazy ass stuff, man. Well, mainly Punk, but this build has just been amazing, man. This is, and then of course the storyline, man. Like 10 years in the making, like 12 years in the making, like, I mean, everybody knows the history, man. Shield coming in to save Punk, of course, and all that, and then Punk leaves, and then the hatred begins, and so on and so forth. And now here we are, man.
Now here we are. Now here we are. Here
Yep.
we are.
Yeah, here we are, man.
And you got your boy.
Yep. Yep. I'm taking my boy, man. Taking my boy.
Once again, we're going to stand on opposite sides because I'm taking Roman Reigns.
I'm taking Chicago made Punk, man. CM Punk. Best in the
Chick
world.
magnet.
Chick
Chick magnet Punk. Yep. No, that's a good take for sure, but I think Roman is the choice for me personally. I think that's what you do. I think you have Roman hold the World Heavyweight Championship for a year and then have his third match against Cody Rhodes, and then you unify the World Heavyweight Championship and the undisputed WWE Championship. It's possible. It's possible. I don't see a world where Roman Reigns doesn't win this match, to be honest, the more I talk about it. But nonetheless, man, if CM Punk was to win this match, that would be a huge win for Punk.
Oh yeah.
And that's the beauty of this main event is there is not a clear, solid winner. In fact, in a lot of these matches, I could say that. We've obviously given fantastic analysis in determining who the reasonable winner of each match could be. But the true main event, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, it can go either way. And these guys are both at the peak of their game.
Oh yeah.
These guys are both at the peak of their game. Very excited for the show, man. WrestleMania is taking place this Saturday, this Sunday, April 18th, April 19th. You can watch it on Disney Plus with the biggest bundle that they sell that includes ESPN Plus. Thanks to corporatocracy.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to talk about before we go ahead and get on out of here? And
Just wanted to say thanks, man, for holding it down on the other side, man. Being obviously, if you see our other podcast, I've been MIA for like the last 2 weeks, but that was due to some surgery that I had. But I just want to say, man, thanks to this guy, man. This dude holding it down for us, holding it down for that podcast. So obviously, this show, man. This dude's the best in the fucking world out here, man. This is my guy right here. This is the goat, right? This is the goat. So yeah, man, this has been fun, man. It feels good to be back to talk some wrestling, and then of course on the other side we got boxing, of course. But we'll get to that when we get to that. But I've had fun, man. Like this WrestleMania, I think hopefully, cross our fingers, we'll be talking positive about this, and I believe we will be talking positive about this, man. But yeah, man, I'm excited, man. This is gonna be a really fun show. Obviously, we're gonna disagree on some matches, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, we'll see what happens. But I will toss it over back to my brother, my good friend, Mr. Wrestling's Bullshit. Take it away, my friend. This is all yours. Take it home.
if you enjoy hearing us have a nice conversation like this, tune into the Lights Out podcast. All right. That is Ant and I talking about the world of boxing and MMA, primarily UFC, of course. I've enjoyed this conversation. We talk a lot of boxing on our other show, so it's been nice to go ahead and talk about wrestling with you. We will have another conversation about wrestling for AEW All In this summer and for WWE SummerSlam this summer. And we'll probably revisit the fallout of WrestleMania months after it happened. But nonetheless, you can keep up with the Wrestling is Bullshit podcast to hear my week in and week out take on the world of professional wrestling as it unfolds every single week. This has been the Wrestling is Bullshit special, the first one of 2026. It's been a fun time. I look forward to enjoying WrestleMania, as should you. Peace out.
Peace.